Hi guys, welcome to Space. And till now in Angular course we have learned quick start to the Angular application, how to implement router, how to implement can activate and can deactivate. And in this video we'll be focusing on communications which are available in Angular. Communication basically means how we can pass the data from one route to another route, from parent to child, and between sibling child components. This is a bit of lengthy topic, so today in this video we'll be looking into how we can pass data from one route to another route. Angular does provide a solution to this by giving us injectables which are a singleton. So how it actually works is like when you're about to leave one route, you can save whatever data you want to save inside that service or injectable layer and then leave that route, go into a new route which will be a new component and which will be having all the life cycles and everything initialized when it gets rendered. So at the on ng init or view init or view content check, you can actually go for the service layer, get those new data and make your new route a stateful route. So what we will do right now is we will go in straight away and implement this logic in our sample application. So let's go for it. Right now, if we log in with admin, and it will display user. So it's not a stateful, it's stateless component, and we can log out, come here. What we want is like if I type admin or if I type guest, I should have something like welcome guest return over here, so that it will be stateful. So that's what we will be doing. So from our earlier example, we already have a data user service which is for the authentication for the can activate example. So we are going to reuse this one as this is already introduced inside our intro page, and here is where we will be setting our user data before we leave the intro page. This is actually saved inside a private variable so that it will be stored and persisted, and then we'll be moving to dashboard. So what we want is like in our dashboard we are having hello username printed over here, and it's statically given as user. We want this to be dynamic, we want this to be taken from our service line. So what we will do is like we will first of all introduce our service layer into dashboard. What we need next is basically we have to check if we have written any functions to give out the data. No, we have not. So we'll be writing a get method for getting the user data. So we have a get method for retrieving the user data from the service. We'll be coming back here on ng init, which is the lifecycle which will be triggered second. First will be ng on change. This dot username. The username will be taken from the get user data, and inside object the attribute will be name, and we'll save it. Let's see our output. If I type guest, press enter, we have got guest. So how does this work? Let's check our developer console. Here we will be setting it. Here we will be getting, and here retrieving, and here is where we'll be using it. So when I type guest, press enter, what happens is like I will get to on submit, and here the name will be my guest, which is inside this form, and it will get set in here. See, that's a guest, and we'll come to the dashboard, go inside our get user, and get user will be giving out us our populated object, which is from that injective. So we'll be getting our guest. So this is one type of communication which is available with Angular. In coming videos we'll be discussing on the other type of communication layers available. So stay tuned guys.